Welcome back to Future Stars, Brian C. Sports Nutrition. Train hard, live large. Alex Witherden is starring for the Brisbane Lions and he joins us. Welcome, mate. As Brad Scott left, he shook my hand as I introduced you and he said that kid is going to be a star. How does that make you feel?
Oh, it's pretty humbling to hear something like that from a legend of the game who was previously up at Brisbane. But, you know, take it with a grain of salt. There's a long way to go. Came
in round 14, you played 9 of the last 10 games and racked up possessions. You've got the nut every week. You've fitted into AFL life very comfortably.
Yeah, the boys get stuck into me a little bit. A few kick into cells will help boost up those numbers a little bit. But just playing that half-back role, the boys sort of release me and help me get my hands on the footy and use my skills and help set up the game from down there. It's been really enjoyable so far.
Now, I heard something about your mum, that she forged your age when you were trying to get into Auskick. Is that correct? Because I've done that for my kids as well.
Yeah, when I was 4 or 5, I think you had to be 6 or 7, so she changed my birth certificate to, well, not actually my birth certificate, but when she handed
on the form.
On the form.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, had me 2 years older than I actually was, so yeah, helped me.
And look where you are now.
That's right. So I was playing up an age group up until under 14s, just because of that early age group mishap.
Now you've come over here to AFL, and a few of the regional boys you've come over to Brisbane with. How's the move been up to Brisbane from regional Victoria?
Yeah, it's been a pretty smooth transition. Brisbane's not too dissimilar to Geelong in theory, really. It's a city, but it's a pretty big town at the end of the day. The weather's really nice, and I moved up with a couple of boys I played Vic Country with as well, so that made it a lot easier.
Now, I managed to give you one vote when we did our Rising Star nominations. Brownie left you out, but that's a story for another day.
That's why you're my favourite.
Now, when you come from under-18s, you didn't amass as many possessions in the under-18s as what you're actually doing in AFL. Why do you think that's the case?
I'm not sure. I only played 2 games in my top age year, but in my bottom age year I came off basically no pre-season, so I had a double hip arthroscopy as a 16-year-old. So for me, just getting out on the park that year was a bonus. So every game I got was a bonus. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how I've made that transition, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a pre-season under my belt because it's been 3 or 4 years since I've had one.
Now, Alex, we recall your draft year, and we call it getting a score on the board because you played for the AFL Academy at under-18 level against VFL opponents. You were outstanding in this game. And then, of course, you broke your leg. So Brownie likes the players that do break the leg.
Have to be tough to come back.
Test their resilience, and that happened shortly after that. So what do you recall of that? It was a major setback for a boy trying to get drafted later that year.
Yeah, I was actually playing in a school footy match against St Kevin's. So it was actually Timmy Torano who laid a big tackle on me, and I knew straight away I was in absolute agony. I've never had that sort of pain before, so I knew it was pretty serious. I didn't want to get stretchered off, but you don't really have much of a choice in that situation. So I just remember all the doubts and thoughts sort of running through your head. The first thing that comes to mind isn't your health, it's just more what's going to happen with my draft chances and where's my future sort of lie from this point on. So yeah, it was a pretty scary experience, but you know, once you get back going and training and talk to a few recruiters, you get that belief back in yourself again, and you know, you back yourself that you can come back and make a solid return.
And Alex, a Geelong Falcons boy, of course, the people down there must have supported you through that process. We'll see some vision of you playing there at the Falcons, but they must have been a great help to you in getting your mind right to end up presenting for the draft combine later in the year.
Yeah, they were massive down there at the Falcons. Big Mickey T down at his footy factory. He gave me a call after it happened and just reassured me that, you know, I'll come back in, do all my rehab there, and I'll be good to go. And Matt Critchley, who's the high performance guy down there, was really helpful as well. So yeah, they did a great job, and I'm really thankful for them.
A couple of TAC fixtures on today. Your former team, Geelong Falcons, are playing today up against Gippsland, 2nd versus 7th. Sandringham taking on Murray. And board of the TAC Team of the Year so far in 2017. It's not a bad team there, Shifter.
Taking shape very, very nicely.
4 Geelong players.
This is the side announced last week with the Morris Medal, of course. And any of these boys you played with, Alex? Any of those?
Yeah, I played with a few of those boys actually. A couple down at Falcons, a couple at Vic Country. So James Warple, he's a gun. really tough inside mid, and loved playing with him, loved watching him play. And geez, Graham Myers come a long way since he was first down at the Falcons. He kicks goals for fun these days, and I reckon he runs a 5:32K or something ridiculous like that as well. So he's a great athlete.